Hi, I'm Angela Walters with Build a Quilt, and this is my pal,
Joni.
We're sidekicks taking you on this Build a Quilt journey, and this is block 3. Now, what I love about block 3 is it looks difficult, don't you think?
I think it looks really hard.
It's not difficult at all,
No.
just stitching and flipping. And so what's nice about the stitching and flipping is that you get this intricate looking effect, but it's really easy. I would say the only thing that might stumble us a little bit is making those points match, but I know Joni has some great tips to get us those perfectly pieced points. And good thing they're coming from you, because if I were giving tips, they would be perfectly not pieced points. Not perfectly pieced points, something.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so Joni, let's show them how to do it.
All right. Well, welcome back for block 3 of Build a Quilt. Today, we are going to make a beautiful block that I think will just warm your heart. First thing you're going to do is exactly what we did in block 1. We are going to take and make what we call a snowball. First, you want to draw a line from corner to corner on the back of a smaller square. Then place it right sides together with the center square. One thing that I have recently found is if you will stitch just inside this draw line about 1 to 2 thread widths towards the top corner instead of stitching on the line, that will fold over so much better and more perfectly fit around the edge. Then trim about 1/4 of an inch outside the sewn line and then press it open. Awesome. Just repeat for all 4 corners to make the center snowball block. So that's the very center of our block. So this next section is just kind of like making a quarter of a snowball, like I call it. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I call it. It's exactly the same thing. You've got your little 2.5 inch squares, and in your 1.5 inch blocks, you're going to stitch them each on a corner. You're going to make 4 of them. After you make those 4 squares that are the quarter snowballs, it's just easy if you just lay that out so you know your right placement. We're going to add 4 of these rectangle strips right here together with the quarter snowballs, and that will make the center of our block. And you know what is the greatest thing about this? Angela's just, I tease her a lot about a lot of things, but she's a really good designer, and she thought this through. We don't even have to match any points. That's so awesome. So you can thank her for that gift in January. But I will tell you, when you get ready to put these together, that it's very nice if you will press them again to the opposite way so that they nest. All right, so here we go. We've got this cute little middle of our block. We're not quite done yet, but I thought I would just tell you, on your pressing, you have a choice. You can either press this one to the side, so you press your seams to the side, or you can press them open. It does reduce the bulk a little bit if you press them open. It's really up to you though. If you like things to be a little bit more speedy, then just press them to the side. If you want them to lay just a tiny bit flatter, you might want to press them open. To add to our center part of our block, we're going to take a short strip and place a square right sides together. Pay very close attention to the pattern to see which directions you should line up your lines. Okay, now then all you have to do is to take the same stitch and flip technique to make the block. Then repeat the step 2 to make 2 of each color. The important thing to notice is that the lines are going in different directions, so heed the warning to pay very close attention to the pattern and which way these lay. Once your outer pieces are done, lay out the shorter pieces on the sides, then lay out the longer pieces just like this. Once again, be sure to watch the fabric placement. Okay, now the important thing is we're going to join these 2 fabrics together, these strips. And I'm going to show you a little bit here about how to make these matched. The first way is to stick a pin through each layer, line up your seams, pin them down again, and then you're able to stitch them and hopefully they will match. Just like that. You have a nice beautiful point. If you don't want to fiddle with those pins and things, you can just take and press that seam in 2 different directions and nest them together and they will fit as well. It's up to you. Now you just simply sew the strips to the block as shown in the pattern, and just like that, you have a beautifully finished block.